What's going on, New Fighting Order? This is your co-host coming at you with our podcast for September 5th, 2013. Coming at you with some various news pieces that those of you who have been maintaining their prowess on staying on top of video game news would already know about. Now, there's a couple of topics, and one that just came to mind before we get into the meat and potatoes of our stuff. I know Brother Newt and Shinor picked up TMNT Out of the Shadows. I just wanted to get you guys' initial impression of that game before we start talking about the X1. But overall, like, I wanted to talk to Shinwar first. When that game came out, I know you were really like in support of it, and I'm glad because initially I wasn't gonna give the game the time of day, but I think it came out really good for what they were aiming. It seemed very ambitious with the effort that they put in. But what are your just overall impressions of that Xbox Live Arcade release?
Oh, he got disconnected. Go ahead, talk, Noob. I'll get him back.
Well,
okay.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I can speak on it. Say this.
How can we get him on back? Who's trying to answer?
I'm calling him now.
Oh shoot!
He talking about he can't answer the call. But anyway, I've also downloaded the game.
All right. Well, apparently he just signed off. So.
Okay. Well.
All right. No, pick up where Shinwar dropped off.
Alright, well, the TMNT game, I mean, I've been a loyal fan since, oh my god, elementary school, man. I've always loved the franchise. And one of the biggest changes with the new generation of Turtles, even from the cartoon series and movies, is that they really gave them a lot more separation as far as their personality, looks, and fighting styles. And all of that stuff carried over into this game that released. And just going through the training mode and looking at the different upgrades, it's a very, very, very deep experience, and they're offering a lot because each turtle plays differently, the combos are differently, the inputs are different. That's a lot. It's really 4 completely different characters. I mean, they have stats and everything. However, the game is glitch city. That game has so many glitches. I'm surprised that they let it come out. I'm really wondering why. I really feel like the game shouldn't be out. Honestly, we tried to play co-op online and it was almost unbearable. Like we got to an elevator, we went. Wow, we went upstairs on the elevator. We didn't know where to go, so we got back on the elevator, and Shinwar fell through the bottom and was stuck underneath the elevator. For like 10 minutes.
That happened. What, in the subway, right? In the subway stage? Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, you see, I think the game does play really well. I think the features, like you said with the stats, building up your turtle, opening up different abilities, the level up system, very well implemented. It's just the game itself, they probably didn't have the budget to go through and do the quality testing to make sure that they had
Yeah, my fault, yo. Go ahead. I gotta answer this.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm gonna give you the floor again.
Nah, man, what's going on?
Sorry about that. Got disconnected.
It's all good. But the game,
nothing.
The TMNT game, like you can feel the passion when you see.
Oh, I was actually gonna ask you if you wanted to buy the game off of me because I sold all my games.
So it just,
including my PlayStation 3.
They went with a really good.
Yeah. So if you want the game, it's yours. If not, then I'll just sell it at GameStop.
All the different incarnation of the turtles from the cartoon, from the 90s, from the current gen and whatnot. I think just the game overall.
One, I needed the money. Two, my job was bullshitting me around, and yeah.
He knows Nelson.
I just text them.
Yeah. Oh, my fault. Hold on. Let me put myself on mute. My fault.
This is gonna be my last podcast for a while.
Nah, because I'm doing a podcast right now.
Talking about his job in the background, yo.
Hold on. All right, let me get back on track. The game is, I would say, if I gave it a point scale out of 10, I would give it a 6. I mean, it's not awful, but there's things that need work. Like, it needs a better HUD system. So, let's say all the turtles, like, when you're doing the split screen online in the campaign, and one turtle runs somewhere down the subway, they don't have, like, any icon indicators over their heads to say, hey, I'm over here. Like, you're forced to actually talk to your players and say, hey, meet me here, meet me there, or whatnot. I mean, when you're lost, when you're trying to find objectives, it doesn't help you at all. It's like, you gotta find an elevator, or you gotta find a thing to hack, or that kind of stuff. It's
or whatever.
Even though the stages are big, they're not that big where you should find yourself getting lost.
That's reasonable.
I found myself having this problem. Other gripes I had with it, the fact that the survival mode and the classic arcade mode didn't have online play. Now,
I'm free on Saturday because apparently people wanted to come through tomorrow.
And they were explaining
but then I was like, if y'all want to come through tomorrow, that's up to y'all. But I know your phone was off the today because I tried to contact you.
It was either you have that or not have the mode in at all. So maybe in a possible sequel, they can correct a lot of this stuff, because I think for $15,
so like
it's
if you
a
want to come through Friday
very
or Saturday,
heavy
that's completely fine.
Xbox Live Arcade game. Like, I could have been fooled and thought like it was like a cheap disc release, but it really it added like a lot of content. Short campaign though, but I think that the experience and the for the nostalgia factor, I wish there were more tunes, more music. And
so come through Saturday. This time, if you want to come through on Saturday, there's no hassle for you to rush out from work to come to the house and be like fucking tired. I'd rather have you just come through when you're like good to go and shit,
That'll never leave me. I've been a Ninja Turtle fan for the longest, but Shinwar, before you got inconveniently cut off.
Like I said, like you said 30, that's perfectly fine, because like I'm not really going too crazy, because like I only have games that's like stored onto my console.
One, I think visually,
and like that's it. Like my friend was nice enough to buy me Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, but I'm not really playing it at the moment, because as you know, I've been going to the gyms like fucking crazy, so I haven't had time to play the game.
Just a little bit. But as you level up your turtle, they become extremely
my birthday
stronger.
Passed 3 days ago.
And and it becomes a little smoother. The bosses, the shredder.
Okay. I didn't really do nothing on my birthday. I just went to the gym, worked out for 3 hours, came home.
You definitely have to have 2 players for that.
And went to sleep.
I think they put a lot into it for it being an arcade mode, but at the same time, like Alex.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel different though, like honestly.
And they were like, it was a last minute thing for arcade mode. So, in my heart of hearts, I wish they had time to put in online co-op for arcade mode. Just like you used to go to Chuck E. Cheese and pump the quarters in the 4-player arcade mode.
Yeah, but other than that, like everything is alright. I go back to work this following Monday. I took a whole week off of work.
They will throw enemies at you like it's no tomorrow. They will like 8 guys on the screen, and then like your turtle dies, and you don't know where the other turtle is, and you're like, well, you gotta go find them. So and outside the glitches, it's a ton of glitches, but just like you, Alex, I'm a Turtles fan since the '80s, and I love the 2003 version. So I give the game a 7. I give it a 7. The glitches really have to be
that shit sold up
fixed.
really quick.
You know, I remember when we first played in a 4-player, Nuke had Michelangelo, and he was on top of my head, walking on my head in the elevator. So
that's gonna be a busy day.
There's a lot of glitches.
Now yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, what I really do like, and everybody talked about it, was the individual fighting styles for the turtles. You know,
I have to see because right now I'm on the verge of trying to get some money to go back to work.
Yeah, Donatello with the Kung Fu, Michelangelo with the Capoeira, and Leonardo as your overall base turtle. But I would like to
at the moment right now it's just like I'm just here just trying to sell whatever leftover shit that I have from my PlayStation 3. The only thing that I have left over is what you're buying from me and what my cousin has to give back my Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the PlayStation 3.
Were plaguing the game. Like maybe on the next gen console, make the game 60 frames, give it support, online support on all the modes. You know what I mean? In a game like that,
it's a never-ending fucking story.
I think the online or the arcade mode. Really,
but I'll definitely get it back like sometime soon. I'm not really too worried about it right now because I'm paying off whatever I can to the Xbox One.
It still has to fix. I mean, as much as I am a fan, I can't like overlook some of the problems that were with it. You know, but I hope that team that developed the game, good job, good effort. That was really a strong outing for re-imaging the Turtles for this current gen, and for the kids that aren't familiar, like the 09ers and later. I mean, hopefully the way that they introduced the Turtles to them continue to give them longevity. But just like I was saying with Double Dragon Neon,
it is what it is. Like I said, hard mistake out.
Not putting those online.
Like I said, the only thing that I have as a physical copy is Phantom Dust.
You know,
my Xbox 360 version of Ultimate Marvel versus
with the way the
Capcom 3,
game ended, it
now
seems like there is going to be a sequel, or possibly download expansions for it.
Yeah, that.
But also, what I think it needs.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Also, I think it needs some more mutants to fight against. Like, it was when you look at the Nickelodeon series, there's a ton of mutants that the Turtles go up against. But I know it's loosely based off the Nickelodeon version. So, hopefully they can do more in the sequel.
And which reminds me, why did they release this game to begin with? Like, what was their motivation? If there's the Nickelodeon game coming out, you know, like, I just wanted to know what was their passion to get this game out at this time, you know? And considering on a final note, before we move on to the Xbox topic, is the fact that I think maybe they had a contractual time that they had to have the game out, and I think it resulted in glitches.
I can usually get that back if I really felt like it digitally or whatever.
Oh yeah, man.
The only thing I have, like I said, left to give away is
they
my Final Fantasy IX
and didn't know about some of the stuff that we're experiencing. It was crazy. Like, I'm used to like a couple glitches. Like, you know, we got Splinter Cell, and I've seen a few glitches in Splinter Cell. Like, I remember in one scene, a character was in the scene talking, but he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But that was the only glitch I saw. Turtles, you see it glitch like every 5 seconds.
Yo, walking through.
Yeah, Rising is gone. My Very Good Solid collection is gone.
Oh, yes.
Really low.
No. Like part 2 and 3 with Peace Walker. Yeah, that's gone. My Devil May Cry HD collection's gone. My Zone of the Enders collection's gone.
With games of this nature, Metal Gear Rising had the problem. No lock on. Oh,
yeah, that's the stuff that I wanted to get back, and
a lock on.
It's gone now. Like, okay, but I'll get it back.
Focus on that enemy. You know, so I hope in a possible sequel. I don't know if Nelson, did you pick up the game?
Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to see like what's to become of it.
Nelson still. Oh, okay. Handling his
business. We'll definitely see. But
yeah,
if anything, like I said, if you want to come on Saturday, just give me a heads up, just like how you did now.
On it.
Yeah, you could.
Now, moving on to the main purpose of this podcast. Nelson had already did his individual video.
Definitely good. But if anything, just hit me up then. Whenever and whatnot. So I got to get back to this podcast because apparently I put my dirty laundry on the air.
Shinwar had got some. Noop got some. Nelson got some. Okay. Call of Duty Ghost has a.
Well, yeah, just like I said, just hit me up and then I guess we'll hang out on Saturday.
Yeah. But the Xbox One is being released on November 22nd. All right. But then you got Twitter accounts talking about
D, yo.
You know. But then not only that, they're talking about the system is just going into mass production. And then all of a sudden, they upgraded the power of the system. There's just a lot of, mystery going on with the system. I'm hoping some answers.
Can I get some talk time?
Brother Nuke.
Can I get some talk time?
Oh, yeah.
You just came back.
Yeah, I know. Well, first off, I apologize to the people watching this podcast. My dirty laundry got aired all over the net. Yes, I sold all my shit. Who cares? Anywho. What is that echo that I'm hearing?
Yeah,
brother Aaron.
Dang, yo. You sound like someone whistling.
All right, that's it. We were talking about turtles in your absence, and I know you didn't pick it up yet.
Nah.
So we had switched to the Xbox One, and all this jumbled information. Now, I'm not gonna go back into it, but the first things first, the release date. You did the individual video talking about November 22nd.
Yeah.
But Call of Duty Ghosts, November
5th. Yeah.
What's going on with this? What are your thoughts before I go around the table?
All right, I'll just chime in real quickly because I did kind of cut people off, which I apologize. But just to quickly clarify that Call of Duty Ghosts is still coming out worldwide on the 5th of November. Why they're having both of them out for the 5th is so just in case if you want to do the whole upgrade package where you pay an extra $10 to get it for the Xbox One, you're still able to do that. Mm-hmm. But yet the console comes out on the 22nd of November. So that's the only game besides, I believe, 4 or 5 others that you can make the upgrade before the actual console is released.
Interesting. I mean, and now, talking about Shinwar, or I forget who was mentioning it, about the pallets.
Me. I will, let me clarify that as well. Apparently, I seen on Twitter of the day of when they announced the release date, Major Nelson has shown a picture stating we're sending out the first pallet wave of Xbox Ones being shipped to all retailers. So basically you're telling me that you're saying that you're in full mass production of just starting to make these consoles, but your ass just put up almost over about 5 to 10 pallets of actual finished product. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm confused, and Shinwar, remember, they just went into mass production, right? Mm-hmm. They already have finished product being delivered to the stores. And then all of a sudden, they bump up the GPU, they bump up all the specs on the system, on the SoC chip. What the hell is going on? Who's putting out this information? You know what I mean? Because I'm confused. Now the system is more powerful than they said it was originally supposed to be. So now it's a little... now it's a little more, it's a little closer to the PS4 specs. I know the GDR3 and 5 RAM, the fanboys are still going to talk their shit. But what is fact? What is going on? Nuke, what are your thoughts?
I've said this before in past podcasts. We're just going to have to wait for these systems to come out and really see. I can't front. This is probably one of the most anticipated and most confusing console releases I've ever been a part of. Before, it was pretty straight up and clear cut, but now it's new stuff every day. I just saw on Facebook oh, one day the Xbox One may be backwards compatible with the power of the cloud. Now, I mean, it's just so much. It's just so much stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Just release the console so we can see, huh?
I'm like, wait a minute. Now they're saying it's possibly it can be backwards compatible at some point.
Yeah.
Through the cloud, using cloud, like streaming through the cloud. They're saying.
But that's a bad idea.
Because that's what Sony's doing. Now, here's another thing about this console war. It's getting real nasty because they're copying off of one another, left and
right. Yeah.
Talk about the PlayStation 4 now is going to have something like a smart glass type setup. But I thought they had that within the Vita.
Yeah, but they're doing it also with major cell phone carriers now. And also they're copying off of the Kinect by having speech recognition now to turn on your console and do other features.
I'm getting off.
And also TV streaming.
Well, let's back it up. Who's copying who more right at this point, y'all think?
I think it's
Sony,
equally both.
Sony,
I think.
No, I think Sony more than Microsoft, because with the TV services, everything that the fanboys were getting on Microsoft, like TV, sports, TV, Call of Duty, sports, TV. Now all of a sudden, Sony's going to offer TV services on the PlayStation 4. So you fanboys, explain that to me. Now a PS4 is gonna have TV. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
But they also have.
Seymour, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, right now where we are, the systems are basically the same. The playing field is level. The field is level right now, and it really goes down to what's your preference. Now, I plan on getting an Xbox One. But I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm such a fanboy for Xbox, I'm not going to get a PS4. I'm a gamer. So whatever I like, I'll get. So, but right now, my priority, I'll get an Xbox One and then a PS4. I mean, let's be real. We all get these consoles to play games, right? We wasn't thinking about no Netflix or video service when this Dreamcast was out, or the Sega Saturn. We wasn't thinking of this stuff. We was playing games. So technology has gone forth, and it will continue to evolve. So you have all these other things. Now, Xbox 360 can still pump out a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and it just, I just feel that Sony is really playing catch up. Like, the PS3 should have been off the bat, should have been able to do all this stuff. But whatever. But here's the thing. Look at Microsoft. Now in the Xbox One, they finally have a Blu-ray drive. They should have had that.
Well, they had to. Because now that's the industry standard.
Right. But remember back then when they had the format war between Blu-ray and HD DVD?
Yeah, but you know why Microsoft didn't go with Blu-ray? They weren't going to support their competitor. And plus,
absolutely.
They wanted HD DVDs to survive, but they were smart to make it an external device.
Yeah.
So that, if it were indeed to fail, then bam. But the HD DVDs have more space on the disc. I think they should have used that just like the GD-ROM, like the Dreamcast, and used that so that maybe they didn't have to do 2-disc games or whatever. Microsoft could have helped, the cause, but then again, it was a vicious fight. Just like it's gonna, with the format war, and now it's a vicious fight with this console war. So Nelson, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, right now, based on the console war, wait, what's that noise? That's just irritating. It sounds like someone's either shooting or someone's like blowing in a pipe.
Okay, that's not me. That's not me. Blowing in a pipe. What the hell?
Well, it just stopped though. It just stopped. Whatever that noise was, it just stopped.
Yeah, it was.
Nah,
it wasn't. I'm sitting in front of the computer wondering what y'all talking about.
Okay, so let me continue. Let me just continue. What I think about the console war is just basically like, it's gotten out of hand. By far, this is the worst console wars I've ever had to sit through, because literally it's becoming like I copy you, you copy me. All of a sudden now, Sony was left in the dust when Xbox One has removed the whole DRM policy and so forth. Now all of a sudden Sony has Twitch TV streaming service. They have live streaming service for Japan only. They have TV streaming services. They have speech recognition for their Sony Eye camera. They now have up to 8 syncable controllers just like the Xbox One. Like it's becoming too alike, because now it's just gonna come to what has the best exclusives. That's what it's gonna boil down to.
Yeah, and you know what, Nelson, and
also,
go ahead, dude.
Also, what is coming? See, the thing is this: when you try to be too much like your competition, you have to make sure not only do I copy you, but if we're both going to do the same thing, I have to do it better, because at the end of the day, it's about execution. Like, you know, for example, Sony, why are you investing so much into your camera doing all of these things, but the camera is not even included in the system? You pretty much doomed the camera, because I don't see too many people going out and buying this camera, you know, for the functionality, because they didn't even show interest for the camera with Kinect. So what would make you go follow that up? But at least they were saying, hey, you know, Kinect can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it comes with the console. So one day you may get bored and say, you know what, let me mess with this camera. You know, let me pull this camera out of the box and see what's up with it. Whereas with Sony, you lose out.
I don't mean to interject. I had said this before. This is why they forced the Kinect. I didn't agree with it at first, but they have to ensure that it's going to be in the household of the user base. Yeah. Sony's not guaranteeing that camera is, you know, if it's a external peripheral, you're going to split the market. Some people are going to buy it, some people aren't. Microsoft made it standardized and brought it all, okay, everybody, you're going to have a Kinect. Sounds like the Army, like, hey, you know what, everyone's going to have a uniform. Everyone's going to have boots. And this way we're all in sync, so that developers as a whole.
That's a smart move.
I can't talk to y'all, man. That's real.
But that's a smart move by Microsoft. That's a smart move. Because to me, what that also translates to in business, we're so confident in our product, we're going to include it. We're giving it to you. It's not optional, it's here. And they had to have bust their behind on it if they're going to put it in every single person's house that buys it. It can't be crappy, because too many people are going to have it and be like, what the heck is this? But Sony is making me wonder, like, how good is your camera going to be? You know, you're selling it separately, you're not including it so you can cut the price of the console. I don't know.
Well, which brings me to Nelson's point on several podcasts ago. If that rumor comes out where they have the Vita bundle with the PS4, that's going to push systems. That is going to push
I heard that's coming later.
System. Later?
It's going to come like later. Not like right at release, but like maybe like in the spring it might come.
Yeah, I think they should do that for this holiday season. Because
but that price
Vitas
tag
aren't selling well.
It's going to shoot up. That price tag is going to shoot up, though.
It's gonna go up to.
So what do you think about that?
It's gonna go up to what the Xbox One's price range is at now, and a little bit further, because of the fact that you're coming with the PlayStation 4, the updated version with HDMI output for the Vita, and it comes with some little other device that's supposed to cross-link both consoles together. So it's gonna be around like roughly $600 for the actual console, which is actually pretty bad.
And you know what? Just as we switch into the last topic, and me and Nelson are gonna go hard on Nintendo. How come? What the heck?
Yeah, hold on.
Shut it up. You know what? Damn, I gotta watch what I gotta watch what I say. All right, Nintendo. First of all, mistake number one. Now they know the Wii U was failing, and they slashed the price. What is it? $100 off, Nelson?
Yeah. Exactly, $100 off.
Wii U. $100 off the Wii U. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, also, Nelson had also informed me that the Wii U tablet, they're gonna do something where you can play games independently from the system.
Let me clarify that real quick just to get out of the way. Apparently I just read that recently it was a rumor, and then I apparently found on a website that it was like false information. They're trying to do something with it where, let's say the Wii U tablet, it's going to become its own handheld device where it basically plays Nintendo 3DS, regular Nintendo DS cartridges or whatever, and you're able to optimize it out to your TV to have a bigger screen, or cell phones such as an Android phone or an Apple phone, and use it as a second screen and dock it on the fucking tablet.
Interesting.
And they're calling it the Nintendo 1DS.
Oh gosh.
And it cost $99.
Okay, there's the Nintendo 1DS. There's the Nintendo 2DS, and the 2DS is like, okay, it's a 3DS with no 3D, right?
Right.
Why the freak would you make that? Now, Review Tech USA was like, yeah, I'm happy for that because the 3D was hurting the eyes of the kids and all that other stuff. I'm like, hold on, like what the heck? Nintendo is pumping out all this stuff. You gotta produce this stuff. You gotta put R&D time into it. Focus on the Wii U. Put more titles out on it. Your system is failing. And you're putting out a 1DS and a 2DS. Nintendo, you're stupid. And you deserve to fail because you're making bad decisions. Nintendo. Bad decisions. And just like Adam Sessler said, and a couple other people said, yeah, I'm the flames coming up like a boomer. Adam Sessler, you know what I'm talking about.
Adam Sandler.
They need to fire everyone in the executive producers. Iwata doesn't know what he's doing, and this is, me voicing and backing up Demizo. I wish he could have been on the podcast today. They just need new management up at the top, because Nintendo, at this rate, the other systems are going to leave them in the dust. It's like a 250 motorcycle CC against like two 1000s or whatever. They're taking off and leaving Nintendo behind. And then I don't know why they would invest in pushing more handhelds, where maybe Nintendo should just go strictly handheld and leave the consoles to Microsoft and Sony. You know what I mean? And then with the Steam box that possibly coming out, you know what I mean? That's going to be a killer. Nintendo is pretty much drowning. They're done. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Nelson, I'm sure, can back me up on that. But I just had to get my rant out there. So, in conclusion, Nelson, we're going around the table. What are your final thoughts on the topics that we covered today?
Okay, just to make a quick suggestion. Once again, wow, really, Newt? Really? He said they're humming.
On the rocket ship.
I would just like to. I would just like to randomly. I would just like to randomly apologize for me putting my personal shit on the air, but it is what it is now.
It's not getting edited.
I know. Oh well, that's too bad. Whatever. People don't know. The Xbox One is still gonna be, to me, in my ideal, a very key focus on the holiday season, because just as what Noop said with the Kinect camera, it is forced upon us. That is true, but it's also forced upon us to make things a lot more simplified for people who don't have a computer. You are now able to do video chat on your console with a new version of Skype that you can talk up to 10 people in video chat simultaneously. Like, that's really, really good. And you could do that while you're watching TV. You could do that while you're playing the game. It's just, there's a lot of key features that the Kinect will bring that it's basically forced within the bundle. There's also been rumors and mentions that the UK was the only country that was only going to get free bundled packagings. But there is a rumor now that the US will get a free game package with the console, but it has yet to be known what game. So,
Killer Instinct.
Well, that's already in the console. That's already in the console. It's just a free version until you buy it. And I guess the last piece of news is that if anyone wants to get a Sony PlayStation 4, by all means, get it, I would say, next year. Reason why I'm saying this is because you guys have nothing good coming out for your console except for 3 exclusives and everything else is sports games. So, that's like a waste of money. So, y'all should wait like 6 months, then get the console. And then y'all be good.
We're for this show, this broadcast, we're gonna get it. We gotta get it. And even while I'm in Afghanistan, I'm gonna order stuff on Amazon and do my unboxing videos and all that stuff from over there. So, I mean, Nelson's gonna be the first to knock it out, but we'll see how that goes. Brother Shinwar, any final wrap ups on what we chatted on today?
Nothing much. I mean, just getting ready for this holiday season. And well, you know what's funny? I was watching IGN, and they were saying that with this release date of November 22nd, that the Xbox 360 came out on the same date, November 22nd as well. So just happened to be a coincidence. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get my hands on Killer Instinct, Watch Dogs, and Dead Rising 3. So looking forward to it. It's gonna be good.
All right, Brother New, what are your final thoughts on all the topics that we covered, from Turtles to the X1, Nintendo, and all that?
Turtles, I hope you get patched. Nintendo, you just need to focus on handhelds. I'm looking at the release titles for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and the Xbox One that wants to have 21 games or 20 games on release day. Sony is targeting 15, like Nelson said, like 4 or...
Yeah.
Hold on. At the end of the day, man, with the way these systems are just cloning each other and companies taking from each other, when it comes down to games, like, hands down, Xbox One, I think, is going to win it. And a lot of developers have been, a lot of people, I think IGN they said they played Titanfall and they were blown away. And that's an exclusive. Yeah. That's 362 though. That's coming to 362 though. So I don't know. Sony claims that they want to have, how many games did they say? Let me see. They said they want to have 33 titles out by the end of the year for the PS4. Very ambitious. I hope they do it.
But most of that,
I hope they've been working on those games for the last couple years.
But most of those games, Noob, are indie titles.
Mainstream.
You know that, right?
Indie titles and like the big releases, but I don't know,
I just want to see what a God of War game would look like on the PS4. Because that would definitely, that would be sick. I definitely would get that. So eat that, fanboys. I just like to fuck with y'all because they get so passionate. And they start, getting, leaving comments or whatever. But in conclusion, I just wanted to thank the staff for coming together on short notice. Again, this is going to be my last podcast for a while. So Nelson and the staff, they're going to take the helm while I'm deployed again. So, take care of the group, Nelson.
Oh, well.
Shinwar, smart brother. I'm leaving y'all in good hands. Unlike what happened during
you say you
the
leaving
NFO
us in
days.
good hands.
I'm trying to give you a farewell speech. And this fool, unbelievable.
You leaving y'all with a picnic hand.
Unbelievable. No, but like the company structure is in much better hands with motivated staff with the Mizzle on your knees and whatnot. The show will survive and evolve and get better in my absence. I'll still be on from time to time, but just not as frequent. So with that, I have to do it one more time. We'll see you next time on the New Finding Order show. But I'll be back. I'll be back like the Juggernaut, bitch. You'll see. So,
oh my God.
I'm going to sign off and see y'all guys in a couple weeks. Nelson, you got the lead, man. Take care of the company. I'll see y'all upon my return.
Dag, yo. My dirty laundry's on the air, yo. Shit.
Dirty laundry, dirty laundry.
Damn, yo. We're still recording, yo. What you doing?
Oh, for real?
Oh, for real?
Wait, what happened?
Yo, it's still recorded. I was about to start saying some expletives, yo.
Okay, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut it off.